Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC 268. This one's at flyweight. We got Ode Osbourne taking on CJ Vergara. For Vergara, it'll be his UFC debut. Fought in the Contender Series in September. Punched his ticket. And Osbourne is going to have the 3-inch reach advantage. He's an inch taller. It's pretty big for the division. So I will start with Osbourne. Bit of an interesting case. He's fought at 3 different weight classes in the UFC. Made his debut at bantamweight against Brian Kelleher. Then he fought Jerome Rivera at featherweight, and then he went down to flyweight to fight Manel Cap, and that's where he's at now. And I believe he said that this is his natural weight, so it's a bit of an interesting case. I guess he doesn't have to cut as much weight as you would think, but he did look good in the Manel Cap fight. Like, he really did. I thought that was the best he's looked in the UFC. His movement was good. Caps was just a step better, though. But Osborne was landing some good counters. That's pretty much his game. He's a counter striker. But he's got some tools. But he just got perfectly timed flying knee from Manel Cap. Put him out. I thought it was a bit of an early stoppage, but the follow up shots could have put him out anyway. So who knows? But yeah, that's kind of what happened to him. Cap has a lot of hype on him, and that was a big jump starting fight for him, I think. So not a lot of shame there. And then he did knock out Jerome Rivera. He's really good at catching kicks and countering, be it leg kicks or body kicks. He'll catch it and then come over the top. But he's really good at countering leg kicks, and that's what he did against Jerome Rivera. Just knocked him out. And then against Brian Kelleher, Kelleher's got a great guillotine, just dropped it in on him. So his UFC run has been a bit odd, but stylistically, he does have some tools. He's got good movement. He's pretty strong on the ground, and it's kind of weird. Like on the Contender Series, he was very aggressive, but since then he hasn't really shown a lot of output. I mean, then again, he's been in a couple 1 round fights, all 1 round fights, I should say. But when he has been in extended striking exchanges in the UFC, he doesn't really let the hands go, and he's got some power, but not a ton of power. I mean, power is kind of hard to come by at this division, but yeah, like when he lands clean, it's good. Don't get me wrong; he's got a nice 1-2, but we just haven't really seen a lot from him. Then the other weird thing is before getting to the UFC, he fought some guys with a lot of them sub 500 records. Like he fought this guy twice. That guy went from 3-7 and then 3-8 against Osborne, and then he hasn't fought since. Same thing with this guy. He hasn't fought since. Armando Villarreal, who he fought in the Contender Series, he was 5-1 coming into that one. He hasn't fought since. So not it's so hard to get a read on Oday Osborne. It really is. But I would describe him as he likes to fight at range. He's got decent counters, southpaw. He's pretty strong. He will hunt for a submission. Like he's got a decent, well-rounded game. I just don't know really where he leaps off the page. And then CJ Vergara, it's kind of the same story with the competition. Hasn't beaten anybody great yet, but he does have some incredibly great highlight reel finishes. And that was the case on the Contender Series against Bruno Correa. Just battered him. This guy has insanely good knees, great Thai plum, and he just looks like getting close and just very good Muay Thai guy. But ends up putting him out with a knee to the body. So yeah, that was one of the more dominant Contender Series performances I've seen, like ever, not just this year. But yeah, then before that, he gets into a war with Jacob Silva, just kind of the same thing. He comes forward and he takes some punishment. Definitely lost the first round, but shows that this guy's got a chin. He's going to take some punishment to just get into his range. And then once he does, he's just got the nasty knees, hooks, you name it. Just very good Muay Thai, very good in close. And yeah, it's pretty much the story with Vergara. He's going to march forward, and he's got some power, and he's got a chin. It's a good combination. I'm excited to see this one. And I'll tell you, I'm definitely going to go with the underdog, CJ Vergara. And it's like I said, Osborne, a little bit of an unknown. Like, he could be good. It's really hard to tell because he's gotten finished a couple times by good finishers. Like Kelleher's got a good guillotine, and Manel Cap is solid. But Jerome Rivera, not too much we can learn from that win. He has yet to get a win in the UFC. He might be cut. And then before that, he just like fought these guys with sub 500 records who are no longer fighting. And then it's not like Vergara's beaten anybody better, but I think just like when it comes down to styles make fights, Vergara is going to be coming forward, and we've seen that he has a chin. I don't think Osborne's power is that great. Osborne also doesn't really fight. Like, I mean, he fights at range, but not a lot of volume. And I just think Vergara is not going to allow him to fight at range. He's just going to put him on his back foot. We haven't really seen Osborne fight off his back foot. And yeah, man, just that if you're like a Muay Thai guy who has a chin, like the sky's the limit for you. Like honestly, like especially in a matchup like this, I think it just favors Vergara. So since we can get Vergara at plus 134, I'm gonna put a unit on that. I'm gonna do it right now, and then we'll see what we can get for knockout because Osborne's been knocked out before. Like I said, that Manel Cop stoppage, a little bit of an early stoppage, but he did get caught, and I don't know. It's just I think Vergara is going to be able to neutralize what makes Osborne good, and I do think he's going to be able to get the finish. We haven't seen Osborne fight off his back foot, and yeah, I think this guy is going to be able to impose his will here. So at plus 134, definitely like this. I'll see what happens with knockout props. We'll get it on Thursday, or I'll have the video up on Thursday. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sure to subscribe and